Welcome to the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. It's a pleasure to have our newest Mocs, our new students and parents with us today. This part of our orientation will discuss diversity and inclusion at UTC. Most people know the saying, diversity is being invited to the party and inclusion is being asked to dance. The University of Tennessee at Chattanooga is a public institution that exists for all people. Goal 4 of our strategic plan states, we embrace diversity and inclusion as the path to excellence and societal change. In addition, one of our core values as a university is to embrace diversity and inclusion. These statements cannot just be words on paper. They have to be ingrained in our thinking and who we are, a conscious part of our daily lives. As a society, we need to have less talking at each other and more talking with each other.
If you feel that you have a place, you have a voice, you have people who are like you, people who can introduce you to new things, it's easier to feel at home here and want to continue to come back here instead of wanting to run away as soon as you graduate or even not even graduate, leave after your first year. I believe also that having groups to be a part of, whatever kind of groups they are, having those groups probably increases attending classes, especially I know Greek organizations are very heavy on making sure the students have their grades proper. So having someone kind of looking out for you in many ways would help students stay and help them do really well in college, I would think.
It keeps you involved. It kind of gives you like a little sense of home because people with similar cultural backgrounds and social cues and stuff like that. So I really feel like you could advantage from going to the Multicultural Center just with anything that they throw. Like sometimes it's movie night, like a talent show, all that stuff. It's just a chance to get in and meet people, and it brightens up your day at college after you've been at class all day and there's nothing to do.
There are some opportunities that you need, like as far as you never know who you can meet. You can meet someone who can take you further in your career. You have different point of views and other opportunities that you may not get without meeting people here.
Met a lot of great people, still friends with them today, even though some have not graduated. And of course there's still some here, but just the staff, the advisors in the center, were great. I still go by from time to time, to speak to them, if we see each other on campus, we speak. But they really kind of opened the door for me.
It's what you make it, honestly. You can't come here and expect some cookie cutter experience. You have to get out and find your way, get involved with something, and then you'll be able to see what everybody else sees. That's why we love it so much.
I think that we have high expectations of ourselves. We've been recognized as a college as one of the top 50 disability-friendly campuses in the whole country. That includes public schools, private, 2-year, 4-year, everything you could think of. And I think it's because of the innovative programming that we've done, because we don't just stop at providing accommodations. We really want to kind of move the needle forward so that we develop our culture of access on campus, so that students and faculty and staff and visitors that have disabilities will just naturally have access to anything offered at UTC. And that's a big ticket to sell, and that's a really difficult job to do, but that's our expectation of ourselves. That's what we expect the DRC to do, and we're doing everything we can to move that needle forward.
I got out of the Army. I was stationed in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I had a couple of my brothers lived over here for a couple of years, and I came over here for a job. Job fell through, decided to use the GI Bill to come back to school. I really enjoy it. I mean, it gives me time to, interact with some of the, disabled students or students who have accommodations and kind of interact with that group of people. But I mean, they let me work on some of my own stuff if I need to. They let me leave to go walk around and pass out flyers, get a little cooped up in the office. But I enjoy working here. They'll ask me, well, what does the DRC do? What do you guys have to offer? And I tell them, you get the extra testing time. You can have a quiet one-on-one place to take a test, help, whatever. So I've been passing what information I learn on to my buddies, like, yeah, if you need help with this stuff, come and register, we can help you with that.
We do our best to try to get them to utilize the resources on this campus through the Dean of Students Office, as well as the student development with Disability Resource Center, because we have a lot more disabled veterans on campus than you realize that have been rated by the Veterans Administration of having some form of service-connected injury. We've got a lot more men and women who are coming on campus with their service animals, which then causes them to stand out. And so the Green Zone training, which we've talked about in the past, helps to educate our faculty and staff to understand the unique issues or needs of our transitioning military members.
For me, being a veteran, and also, you know, an adult, we're all adults, but I feel like I'm a little bit different because I have a family, and I wanted to be around a group of people that came from the same backgrounds. And I know that I kind of felt alone for a long time coming back to college, and it wasn't until I got involved with the Student Veterans Organization and met the people there that I started to feel like I belonged more, you know, to the university, just and to a group of people.
For a student to come here and be exposed to everything, the world, in so many ways, you know, college campuses are microcosms of the larger world. And so for students to come here and to see all that diversity and participate in it is really the key thing. Not just watch it, not just see it, get involved in it, participate in it. So it's super important for them to be exposed to those things, to at least try something different, try something new, get to understanding about it. Like they say, fear and hate comes from the unknown. So when they are exposed to these things, hopefully it opens their minds and they can at least see things a little bit better, as opposed to, like you said, when they get out into quote unquote the real world, whatever job they may have, maybe again a very homogeneous population. So being exposed to those things are super, super important in the college atmosphere.